bounced his ass up in the air. And I know I said this last week for Hugo Roomba, bro. Reggie is real life Moon Knight with a random bullshit dough. But he had a stack of receipts balled up like a stack of cash, and he was just throwing mess at Megan. But he got hit with a goddamn refrigerator. And then Reggie had a knife hiding in a flower pot. He didn't even have to do that, bruh. Performative ass hiding. He just did that to flex. That knife, though, I'm talking about, it stabbed Megan through the forearm. Thick ass knife, gang. Megan took that knife out, though, and then he started talking about how hard it is to make a barrier technique. That's why he's in this gym. So he can use his domain, and the domain can take up surrounding barrier of the gym. And Reggie was not expecting that. Nigga just walked right into Megan B's domain as he popped that hole, and then episode 10 ends. Yes, sir. We back on JJK. We on episode 11. We start this whole right off where episode 10 ended. Megan Me just popped that domain expansion, but Reggie has something in his back pocket. That nigga says some damn esoteric technique, hollow wicker basket, and what this does, and it just negates the guaranteed hit of a domain expansion. Reggie was cheesy thinking that he was scot-free, but no. But he got grabbed by two of them little frog tongues. And I low-key understand why niggas be saying JJK's power system is complex. I don't think it is. The narrator just be overstimulating niggas, and Gege Akutame themselves be over-explaining the hell out of things. Because I watched this whole narration. Like 2 minutes out of my day gone, I wasn't even worried about the hands that was being thrown. I just wanted to make sure I processed everything they were saying so I could relay it back onto you. And for 1 out of the 2 minutes, it was just Gojo Glaze. But basically, Hollow Wicker Basket ain't working because this is technically not even a domain. It's just bringing out 120% of Megan Lee's potential. You see how easy that was? But back to the hands. After Megan Lee done caught that boy Reggie by surprise with the frog tongues, he hit that boy in the mouth with an uppercut. Hit that man Reggie like a 5-piece too, and winded it up this mean ass hook. I'm talking about spun that nigga around. Had them little frog tongues string Reggie up. I go lie, this how I need your we should have me, you know what I. But Megan Lee started doing Reggie like a pinata. Kept on punching on bro. Like, kill that boy! And that was the only thing. Kill that boy! And it was making him more mad. Then that boy made me say, you're not steering nearly enough. And you know what? For this episode and this episode only, the fraud title that's been looming over Megan Lee's head shall be expunged. He's not in any like GO categories or anything. He's still a fraud. He's just not a fraud for this episode specifically. To be completely honest, bro, Megan Lee being a Zenin could have worked 2 ways for bro. He could have been pillow punching like that bitch ass dude Naoya, but he better be glad he got Toji Jenny. That's all I'm saying. But that boy Reggie found some way to break out of this contraption, making me have his ass and even replenished all his health and stamina. Reggie was over there talking all that hot shit. He said something that don't act like you won just to get punched in the mouth by a second Megami. Reggie got stomped on too. Now what happens next is I can only assume Studio Mappa held their animators at gunpoint in order to animate this. Because I can't even tell what's going on. Slow it down or what? I can only assume Megami in there beating that ass. But Megan Lee then elbowed him in the face, kicked him square in his chest, and then hold on. Buddy started swinging off of that tongue, and hold on a second.
I can't.
Go home. Sorry, y'all. I'm too geeked up that Spider-Man trait. making me continue to dog on Reggie until Reggie had this bright idea. I'm just gonna drop 3 cars in this hole and see if my hypothesis works. And Reggie's hypothesis was correct. Everything that sinks into Making Me Shadow's domain, he has to bear the weight of. Making Me got a Jeep and 2 Honda Civics, he just gotta hold. Reggie thinking he got this dub in the bag. He just won. Just for Making Me to start chuckling. And then he said, "Weight room, little nigga." And dropped Agent Psychic Tandem War Elephant on that boy Reggie's top. He said, "We're gonna see who gets crushed first." Megan ain't never moved like this, by the way. This is crazy uncharted territory for this nigga. And you know what? Let me take all my Megan Glaze back. His hair being down in this episode makes him look exactly like Toji. Toji ugly as shit to me. But he losing crazy aura to me right now. I'm not even gonna hold you. Reggie over here spiraling, trying to figure out what to do. And then he's like, you know what? F it, we ball. Plays his trump card right now. He did get snapped under that elephant's weight though and sunk right into the depths of Megumi's shadow. It's like he was in space with gravity, but his plan worked because he never gave a command to any of the cars that got sunk, so he reconjured it and then gave it a command and he brought his ass right back up. And Reggie starts cheesing, he pulls out one last receipt and the house breaks into Megumi's domain. But this is what I be talking about when I say JJK be over-explaining things. The way Reggie described this house is so crazy. No normal person talks like this. This nigga said, a 132 square foot, 2-story wooden frame structure. Nigga, a house? What are you talking about, gang? Reggie thought it was raps. He thought it was checkmate again for Megami. Just for this nigga to wake up in a pool getting choked out by him. I don't drink, so take this square ass take with a grain of salt. But to me, that's like getting blackout drunk, but you didn't drink a thing. If I'm Reggie, I'm conceding the fight. I'm like, you know what, bro? You wanted points here. My fault, bro. I ain't mean it. Because how the hell you do that to me and I was completely sentient, gang? But Reggie gets out the water. That boy can't use his receipts because they're drenched in water. And Megami pops up out of the shadow. He can't really use too much curse technique. So they decide one thing. They get in the middle of this pool and they start throwing hands. And I'm not going to hold you. This ethical 10-second display of hands caught me off guard. I know Mappa Animation is good because they got their animators on a 360 deal. But legitimately, I was not expecting this. They was going so crazy, I have to slow it down for y'all. Reggie punched Megumi's punch, got the left wing and kicked right in the solar plexus. But Reggie came in with this spinning back elbow. He a real Latino man. He think he Andrade El Idolo. It barely connected, but it knocked Megumi back. So Reggie took this as an opportunity to put that pressure on that boy. Pushed him back on this wall, almost kicked his goddamn head off, but Megumi ducked. Megumi checked his right, got his right hook weaved by Reggie though. Just to meet that bobblehead ass boy with a right, knocked his goofy ass back. Reggie rolled with that momentum and went right back to the hands. Tried to sweet chin music my guy Megumi, but he weaved. I just gotta ask, is Reggie wearing anything up under there, or did Megumi just get a full courtside view of Reggie Gooch? Megumi weaved the left heel in a clash fist, but Megumi has something more sinister in the tuck. That divine dog, yeah, that badass chunk out of Reggie. Ended the squabble right then and there. He's cooked. Reggie's dying breath, he gave Megumi the rest of his points. As we go back to the Takaba, bomb guy fights. He gets a ring on his line from Kogan and talk about some of them. Hey, ain't gonna lie, twin, Reggie died. So he stopped trying to blow up Takaba and went on with his day. Just for us to go back and see what Megumi is doing. He's over there chasing down BPPW. He was gonna slime her out. I'm like, whoa, buddy, that's a little crazy. But he stopped and passed out in the alleyway just for Angel to pull up on his dying ass. All of my Megumi demons, though, I want you to cherish this fight with everything you hold dear. That's all I'm gonna say, though. Because all that Megumi glaze I was doing, I'm not gonna lie, was making me sick. But next up, we seen the return of a demon. Because we moved to a different colony, we getting a whole bunch of new information sorcerers. But then we get information on Uro. And let me tell you something, she was not built like this in the manga. Anime done gave her ass a BBL. I'm not mad though. And then we see a roach. Then the narrator says it's a cockroach curse, Kenjaku freed. Nigga, why? Kenjaku was literally just doing things. Like at this point, I'm not even thinking Kenjaku got plans anymore. That nigga just be doing whatever on their mind at the time. And of course, the cockroach curse has 54 points already. He wasn't even stronger than the people. They just saw a big ass cockroach and got scared to death. Yeah, man, I would hate to be in this colony. But those 4 sorcerers that we got information on, they were in a 4-way stalemate because of their strength. But then one of them pillars got taken away by Big Billy Goat due to a coat. Talk about one tap that guy. And that's where episode 11 ends. And let me tell you something. You niggas not ready for episode 12 of JJK. Yes, sir. We are back. Episode 12 of the Culling Games. Let's just get right into it. We start this off right where episode 11 ended with Yuta claiming a bot. He's over here trying to help these civilians in this colony not to get slaughtered or whatnot. And the nastiest thing about it pops up. A tsunami of cockroaches. So he tells them civilians to go run off in that stadium he just cleared out. How these two dudes is running for their life. This is just so nasty, bro. The cockroaches be coming at Yuta like a flying tsunami and he just slashing them hoes away. I could be the strongest sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen history. If you put me in front of cockroach, nigga, I'm losing 10 times out of 10. Cockroaches are filthy, gang. I see a cockroach in real life, I start wincing. What do you want me to do if I see a tsunami of cockroaches? I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm just gonna die. But Yuta pulls up on the main big cockroach nigga, and Buddy don't walk. He just Garo slides. Like, you are an abomination to my eyes. But once Buddy pulled up on Yuta, he got that arm cut off and pinned to the highway. Got an elbow to the sternum, and his little ass knocked it back. Yuta reclaimed that sword and tried to get that man up out of.
When I'm making a recording.
Frame one, but he uses his swarm of cockroaches to block the attack. So Yuta backs up and he's like, I could use reverse curse technique to exercise them just full stop, but I don't want them other two niggas that are definitely watching me to know I use reverse curse technique. Then this freak ass boy cockroach man talking about to them, I like the taste of iron. Get away from me, dude. And he starts hawking down Yuta with this swarm of cockroaches. But Yuta's getting them hoes off of him with jets and intentional. That's really my demon for real. They try to on my guy Yuta, but he just knocks them hoes back. Then cockroach guy asks cockroaches form a cockroach tornado. Yeah, Gege, me and you, we're gonna have to run an ethical fade just for adding cockroach nigga into Jujutsu Kaisen. But Yuta hit that Goku on Nami versus Berter and Jace. Knocked both of the cockroach tornadoes down. Cockroach dude then spawned two little boy babies behind Yuta. Slimed them both out at the same time, but they just sprayed their juice all over his face. Nigga said some damn money shot. But here come cockroach guy with his sneak. Yuta blocks, not good enough. He gets a slash off on that shoulder. They start going a little crazy with the swords. They back up, have a little showdown. Oh, nah. That boy cockroach man got a fat ass slash off on Yuta's gut. And he was finna get my demon up out of there, started choking his ass out and everything. And it was looking quite bad for Yuta. But this nigga named Yuta Ogotsu for no reason. So my psychopathic demon decided, yeah, I'm just gonna take a bite out of your face. P.U. He was putting reverse curse technique to his body, blowing his ass up. And then here comes baby girl Earl whispering in Yuta's ear so you can use reverse curse technique. And then he sends his ass flying. Uro pulled back up on Yuta with the right. Yuta turned into Monkey D. Luffy? I be forgetting Yuta is the copy ninja of Jujutsu Kaisen. But Earl hit that thin icebreaker, sent his ass flying again. Now boys in the museum just walking. Then Earl starts explaining her curse technique to Yuta. He can turn the sky into surfaces and manipulate said surfaces. But she's only doing this so Yuta can attack, but then Yuta hits Earl with the, you ain't got no friends, no lovers, no nothing. And she was genuinely offended. She said, alright man, Baba Booey. Just run them hands right now. Talking about some damn, are you one of the Fujiwara? And finally Yuta like, what are you talking about, lady? And also, where are your damn clothes at? Shorty was mad as hell, gripped Yuta up and started choking his ass through the city. Yuta tried to get her ass off of her twice, but now he just got his limp ass arms flailing in the air. And here comes big, Ishi, gory Rio. I'm talking about bro damn near the Kamehameha off on Uro and Yuta. That granite blast ain't no joke. Now that Rio has made his play, Yuta's like, yeah, nah, I gotta deal with bro first or he might start climbing out civilians. So Yuta turns on the Lamborghinis as Rio hit that goddamn Gogeta versus Broly move on bro. And it looks like my demon Yuta got torched. And Rio's like, damn, maybe he was just a bitch this time. Sight, Yuta snuck his ass. Two-piece combo failed, but how did he get there so fast? But then Rio starts talking about his past life, how he says, I live with no regrets, but now that I have this new life, I'm like, damn, I'm still a little bit hungry. Basically, his old life was all dinner. He didn't have no dessert, and that's what he's trying to get out of this new life. So Yuta and Rio start throwing them both. They was in that bitch going crazy until Rio knocked Yuta back with his ass. Chased down on 1 billion. He didn't give Yuta a single chance to recover. Almost gave him the crispiest haircut with that blast. Had my boy Yuta hit the limbo, but Rio was still on that ass. Punched him down 87 stories. Had that being traced on Yuta, and I'm just not realizing. Rio was just Marvel Rivals Iron Man if he wasn't a bitch and stayed down to the ground throwing them things. He thought he crushed Yuta under some rubble, but that boy just used the electric wire as a springboard to attack Rio. He caught it and they started going crazy yet again. Yuta got punched square in the mouth, so it was like, I bet. Went behind him, put him in a rear naked choke. So Rio used that blast to hit nothing but straight Yuta back meat on this wall. I know that hurt. Yuta's smart, because once they broke through that wall, he used that momentum to German suplex Rio. But he threw this nigga out the building. Yuta weren't finished with Rio though, because he was on that ass with this cursed energy reinforced pole. Till Rio blasted that hand and had my demon Yuta a goat suit on defense. Till he got knocked back, and then Rio put a switch on his granite blast. Yuta heard that the gun jam was like, yes, just to get this chunk of wall punch from behind him. Rio then sent his ass to the train tracks, and he starts luring his ass into this tunnel. Obviously, it's a trap. Yuta starts deflecting the switch round until Ryu starts squeezing that nozzle like a water hose, so this next blast comes out a bit stronger. It done broke Yuta's rod and almost head tapped that boy. So Yuta started running around the tunnel like he's goddamn Sonic or something. But once he got close enough, he unleashed that granite blast, and I thought it was over for Yuta. That boy pushed a train at Ryu. He jumped over it. That don't mean nothing to Big Yuta, because he kicked his ass about 4 stories up. Ryu over here glazing Yuta talking about, you was my dessert all along. Not too much on me, freaky ass boy. But he charged that granite blast up again, but Yuta said, cool bar ass nigga punched him right in the nozzle. Yuta got sent flying. Just for him to stop mid-air by Uro. Yeah, Yuta done forgot he was fighting 2 people. He got hit with a thin icebreaker. They was jumping his ass crazy. But Rio was mad as hell. He was like, nigga, I was fighting you to back off. Try to shoot a granite blast at Uro. But she redirected that hoe back at Cuz, and she said some damn candy dick cheese. I'm not gonna lie, she might have just shot up the top 5 for me off of that alone. Rio gets up though, and he eyes Yuta. And that boy's looking like he's out of gas. So you just like, alright, bro. Rika come here, puts on the ring and everything. Replenishes his thirst energy, and he pulls this gauntlet out of Rika's chest. Yuta hit Uro with the goddamn don't move. Our ass frozen in the air. So Yuta and Rika start beating these dog piss out of her. Uro got transported in the JoJo. Now she getting beat by a nigga in they stand. Just for Rio to try to granite blast them boys out the sky. So Rika throws Yuta towards Rio. Hold on a second. Who was Yuta feeling like? This Superman ass pose. He blocks that attack though, but here comes Uro. He goddamn yanks the street like it was a goddamn carpet, and now everybody fights. I'm talking about that boy Rio misfired a grenade blast, and Uro redirected it back at Cuz. And now Yuta and Rika try to jump Uro again, and she said, yeah, nah, I'm not ever letting that happen to me a second time today. Redirects Rika to punch Yuta, and oh my Nah, this gotta be Uro's biggest mistake because Rika do not play about Yuta. Shorty starts crashing out. She done grabbed Uro by the leg and I was like, oh yeah, nah, she finna get that Loki treatment. But she got slammed and now Rika and Uro are having their own self-contained squabble. Oh, we get back to Yuta and Rio. Rio start pulling random stuff out the utility belt. They the ring with his blast, like, huh? And they hit Yuta once. He was like, yeah, nah, never again. So he went inside the ring and now these niggas having a knife-edge death match. Yoshihiro Togashi and Tite Kubo got together, had a baby, and that nigga's name was Gege Akatame. Because all I can think of now is Yusuke versus Chu. And while Yuta and Rio was throwing them hands, Big Uro done dropped Rika big ass on the both of them. And she done charged up this crazy ass thick icebreaker. And then we get this little tidbit of information about why Uro hates the Fujiwara clan so much. And if I'm Yuta, I'm like, nigga, who the fuck are the Fujiwara clans? That's not me. So Yuta pulls up on Uro. He got a couple of Shikigami out, but he used Dara's curse technique and slashes Uro's back. And this is when Shorty comes to the realization this curse technique is copy, and she almost got rocked. But she blocked that punch with a thin icebreaker. While Rika was over there dogging Rio. That hoe ain't last for long, because she got punched through about 14 stories. But Rio comes up there, and these three are finna put on an aura farming masterclass that will be studied for generations. Rio started beating his chest, and I got hype off of that alone. They all getting their stances and they pop domain expansion at the same time. A three-way domain expansion clash. Ultimately, this led to a fuck ton of nothing because of that nasty Roach bitch. He wasn't dead. Roach dude rolled what possibly could have been the coolest thing all time. They all popped domain and got the side effects of popping domain without getting any of the benefits. So that boy Yuta kicked her. In the back of her head, how Roach got cut her arm clean off. He could cut that hoe and started eating on it. And I'm like, yo, calm down. I want y'all to remember that. And I'm not gonna lie, they was jumping Uro something nasty because Rio still had enough energy left to blast her right in her chest with a granite blast. And now that's Uro out for the count. Big old go to one. That's cockroach dude? Yes, sir. And right now, it's just Yuta and Rio left. Rio starts charging up another granite blast. Yuta's charging up a blast of his very own. He was gonna backdoor Rio. He saw his eyes and was like, God damn it. You a charm ass nigga. I can't even hold you, bro. I'm gonna give you my all. We're gonna beam clash like this is Dragon Ball or whatever. They beam clash though. Rio wins. And out from the smoke, we don't know what's happening, but another beam gets shot. So Rio clashes with that hoe while Yuta is running up on Rio's side. But Rio easily overpowers Rika while he tries to blast Yuta again. And my demon Yuta's just running headfirst to that blast. I'm over here wondering, damn, what's he finna do? How he gonna get out of this? She redirects that blast up into the sky. This is where Rio realizes, oh, hell nah. This nigga Yuta's ability is copy. So now he's wondering, when exactly did Yuta copy Uro's ability? And he remembers, oh yeah, Big Rika was over there munching on that arm, wasn't she? And after that, Rio overheated. So Big